What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Glad you guys could make it. You'll see I'm going to jump in. I'm going to put the comments on. Then I'm going to welcome everybody in. You see my partner down below, Mr. Tony Silo. Tony, want to give a shout out, and then we'll get to it and jump right into it. So, you want to take can you see the chat?
I can see the chat.
You want to welcome our crew in, our community?
I got him. First of all, we'll say hello to Joetown Jack, Don Michu, Kelly, Detroit Siggy's here. I got myself in that chat tonight. What else we got here? Baywatch, always good to see you, man. Gina, GDM, how are you? What else we got here? Tommy Stig Social Club, always doing good. Thanks for coming, Tommy. Yeah. Cinnamon Girl, the mainstay, she's here. Dave T is here. And we're back to the bottom. Let's go, man. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Kelly, awesome. Everybody ditto to what Tony said. Without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to take the chats off. Tony will do what he did the last time. He'll break down each round when the round is over, and we will watch this classic. Whoever hasn't seen it, it'll be something to remember. So, let's get it on. 1 second.
Let's go.
Champions.
1 second. How to give the build up, guys.
Well, at this particular time, nobody knew this was going to be a matchup. This was basically a test fight for Toro, because the Toro had some big things coming, and they had to wait a year and a half after this fight.
Go ahead, Tony. You should be able to talk over it.
Yeah, no, at this particular time, this was supposed to be a walk-around for a Toro, because the Toro, like I said, the Toro had, some mega fights planned, but he needed, to get back in the game right now. So what they do is they brought Mickey Ward in, they put the fight up in Mohegan Sun to try and bring some fans to the, the site, and they sold it out, but it's a very small place. I was at that fight, and I'm telling you what we're going to see here. We've seen history made out of its head. This was really supposed to be a step over, and Toro actually came down from 147 to fight this fight at 140. So, I mean, this is really the first night of a trilogy of history. I mean, this was just as exciting as Ali vs. Frazier for a 3-fight shot. So let's get right to it and show the fight.
Both fighters have shown willingness to stand toe-to-toe.
Tony, just a reminder, quick round, I'll stop it, and we'll give a quick breakdown. Good?
In a 4-round destruction of
Sounds good, my man. Sounds good. Let's go.
Let's do this. Here we go.
Or will Mickey Ward lure him
going to take us right to the first round.
We'll know more.
OG Mike, what's up, buddy? Matt, how are you, buddy?
That mean anything are the ones that they punch each other with. These are
Siggy was a couple of really, they respected each other a lot more after the 9th round. Trust me when I tell you, that's going to be the biggest round in this fight.
As James Ellroy has written,
all right, Craig, let it rip, bro.
This is one of those fights that's balls to the wall.
James is sitting there tonight in Kansas City, just waiting for this one, I'm sure, and flying in from the
Poconos, wow, legend.
Leaving behind his training camp duties with Lennox Lewis.
Manuel Stewart got sick and passed away.
Emmanuel Stewart. Emmanuel, glad you could be with
Yep,
us.
he made
The opening mention,
whatchamacallit?
Arturo Gatti
He
His
made
nephew
Vladimir Klitschko.
is Tyson Fury's trainer, right?
Which he first won a title 7
Sugar
years
Hill?
ago in his destruction of Tehran.
Yo, OG
And he
Mike.
was good.
Going with that style
Craig,
transformation, or will Mickey Ward
My
with
brother,
that strength and
Tony
durability?
OG Mike is
Anyway, he is
that we know Arturo really loves.
Well, based on what I've been hearing from both sides, I expect
I
Gatti
think
to come
Sugar
out
Hill is
trying to be
Fury's
more of a
guy.
boxer.
Yeah, that's his
Particularly
nephew.
excited about his new techniques that he's learning from
Yep,
his new
it is.
trainer.
I was a huge Tommy Hearns fan. Emmanuel Stewart was my guy.
He's going to box
Oh,
up.
man.
So I think they
Brings
both
back
come
chills,
out and
boy, watching.
start off
This is
that
gonna be
way,
great.
knowing that Mickey Ward lost his last fight because
Oh,
he
his
got
first big
behind
fight was
early
him
in the fight,
McKenzie.
and then he
All
was
right,
in
I'm going to
split
take
class
us
with
right to
accident,
it.
but
And
so he
here we
lost
go.
it.
Let's go right to the
From
introductions.
Humble
Here we
in
go.
Lowell, Massachusetts.
Let's go.
As you can see, he has fallen short in his efforts against championship.
OG Mike, love you, brother. Thanks for coming in, man. Mag boy. Thanks, guys. Let's enjoy this. It's going to be a good one.
Is because he always is in supreme
Craig, you're breaking up over there, Craig.
Amazingly,
All right, bro.
Mickey Ward has been a junior welterweight for all 17 years of his career. He insists that fighters who move up in weight frequently do so only because they don't want to train as hard as they did when they were young and hungry.
Our closer looks in the ring tonight,
Absolutely.
not just at what the fighters have accomplished, but at the big star.
Tony, you hear me now?
How they fight.
I can hear you now. You sound better.
All right, brother. All right.
Almost 3 years
All right,
old,
let's get
Mickey
to
Ward
this.
came back against an undefeated prospect named Alfonso Sanchez, lost 6 straight rounds.
A living legend because of the drama of his fights. A closer look at Arturo Gatti.
After winning the 130-pound championship as a boxer, he was knocked down and beaten up by one Wilson Rodriguez. His eyes nearly closed, and he came back to score a melodramatic
Dave, how
knockout
did I know you were
of a
going to
star
like Irish
in
Mickey
Madison
Ward?
Square
I'm with you, Dave. Forget the Italian. Let's go, Mickey Ward.
Another very tough fighter, taking a beating.
Get out of here.
These guys became like brothers, no, Tom?
As an old-fashioned come-from-behind one-punch knockout.
Eh.
Oh, no, it was bullshit?
Arturo.
Fight of the year.
Toro, boy.
Arturo, my main man. Arturo was always my boy.
In the rematch, but in the
Yeah, that's what happens when a wife don't want you around no more.
Yeah, and she got away with it, too.
Yep, we'll talk about that at the end of the day
Yeah.
fight.
You'll handle that.
When his eye busted open in the first minute of the first round, he couldn't see punches coming. The fight was stopped.
Definitely did.
Yeah, Detroit
Definitely did have the heart of a
Now,
lion,
here we
buddy.
go. I'm not going to say nothing. Here we go.
Go ahead, let her rip.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
You want me to
and
raise the
welcome
fight volume,
to
Tom?
Mohegan Sun Arena
Yeah,
near
raise it up a little bit so
Uncasville,
everybody hears it.
Connecticut,
Forget about
for
the
an evening
copyrights. We
of
give people what they
HBO
want.
Boxing After Dark. Under the
Okay.
promotion of Main Events in association with the Mohegan Sun Casino and Budweiser, the undisputed, undefeated king of beers, this Bud's for you. Tonight's bouts are under the auspices of the Mohegan Tribal Gaming Commission Athletic Unit. The unit chief is Jerry Boyle. Ring officials assigned, your ringside physicians, Chief Ringside Physician Dr. Michael Schwartz, Dr. Anthony Alessi, and Dr. Joseph Carpentieri. Your timekeeper is Michael Murtha, and counting for the knockdowns at the bell, the alternate referee, Johnny Callis. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your HBO Boxing After Dark main event of the evening, 10 rounds, junior welterweight. Your judges at ringside are from Braintree, Massachusetts,
Absolutely,
Richard Flaherty, from
R.I.P.
Brookfield, Connecticut, Frank Lombardi, and from Rivervale, New Jersey, Steve Weisfeld. Your referee for this event from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the incomparable Frank Cappuccino.
Frank Cappuccino, I remember Frank.
Here now are your principals introducing first. In the blue corner to my right, wearing the white trunks with the red and blue trim, weighing 141 and a half pounds. His professional record, 37 victories, 11 defeats, 27 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the pride of Lowell, Massachusetts, Irish Mickey Ward. His opponent in the red corner, wearing white trunks, blue trim, also weighing 141 and a half pounds, with a professional record that reads 34 victories, 5 defeats. He has 28 knockouts. He boxes out of Jersey City, New Jersey. Here is Arturo Thunder Gatti. 10 rounds, junior welterweight.
Detroit Siggy, Gumba, what's up? Siggy, it's great having you guys all there, buddy.
Here we go, baby. Let's get it on.
That's true. Arturo looked like a baby. Yeah. Arturo was a kid when this shit happened.
Good evening, gentlemen. You were both given your instructions in the dressing room. Now, I want you to be careful on each of your corners where it might be a little wet.
Davey
So
T,
just
I
be
got the
careful
Irish
when you
guy.
move into the corner. Now, both of you touch gloves. I leave it with you. Back in the corner. Stay back in the house.
If Mills Lane, who recently suffered a stroke, were here, this would when he appropriately would say, let's get it on. This is for you, Mills.
And the atmosphere in the crowd was lively enough during pre-fight introductions that veteran referee Frank Cappuccino came over to timekeeper Mike Murtha and reminded him, when you hammer the bell, you hammer it hard. We've got to be sure of hearing it.
Oh, everybody's expected a good fight tonight.
All right, here we go.
Mickey Ward starts off with a left hook upstairs, not the trademark punch. That one goes to the ribs, but perhaps a reminder to Gatti, I'll throw it up here too. Gatti's take on how to fight Mickey Ward, who is a body puncher destroyer. Well, he says body punchers don't like it to the body. I'll hit him in the rib cage too.
And I think he's going to do that too.
Another big left hook.
Mickey's not going to get behind on punch in this fight in case he gets stopped on an accidental injury. That's for sure. He's coming out off the bat.
Normally a slower starter who sort of builds tempo as the fight goes on, but that's a good point. He probably learned a bit of a lesson in Texas about the importance of getting off early.
Yes, but he's also going to learn the importance of throwing a straight right hand too, because that looping right hand is not going to be effective tonight.
Let's keep it straight, man.
Gaddy's been all over the scale, 130, 135, up to 147, now back to 140. I think he may finally be fighting Emmanuel at his most effective weight.
Yes,
he shows combination punching skill there.
And there's a cut on the right, on the
Mickey Ward.
right eye of Mickey Ward. It's on the corner. I don't know if it's dangerous, but from that left hook that Gatti landed earlier.
Gaddy's looking very good. His his punches real loose, freely. Everything is flowing beautiful, and he's moving out of the way very gracefully.
Yeah, Arturo looks good in there as he's already opened up the cut above Ward's right eye. Same eye over which Ward was cut and his loss to Vince Phillips.
And it does look like a bad cut.
Looks deep. Well, you know, we mentioned the two cut men, Al Gavin and Joe Souza. You don't normally hear those names in the pre-fight on camera, but it was necessary tonight.
That's right. And if he can make it back to the corner, Al Gavin is a good cut man. In fact, both of them are good cut men.
Al's as good as there is. If there's anybody who's that good, it's Joe Souza, who's across the way.
So both guys may end up bleeding if this fight continues at the way that it's going.
Well, any fight in which Arturo doesn't bleed is an upset. Look at the combinations, though, from Gatti.
Everything is flowing beautiful.
The fighters who customarily give Gatti trouble have jabs. And we haven't seen any jabs or many jabs coming from Ward.
Now that's a great point, Larry. In his losses to Ivan Robinson and Angel Manfredi, he was beaten to the jab. Ward walks in without jabbing. That's perfect for Gatti. Arturo looking over at us as if to say, I agree with the call.
All right. All right, man. All right. So what happened here, Craig? Ward started out the first 15 minutes looking to throw haymakers. He slowed it down because Gatti, he started using his superior boxing skills, which he had in every fight over Mickey Ward. And then he used his speed, and he kind of cruised through that first round, winning 10-9. But he really peppered him, and nobody thought anything special at this moment in the fight. Nobody seen anything special. They thought Arturo was going to outbox him and just go on to the next mega fight, which he had Floyd Mayweather waiting, but it did not happen.
Absolutely.
So,
I
got a
say
Toro.
This is your thing, brother. I just want to say I had it after round 1. I had that 10-9 Gatti. How about you?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Anybody in the chat want to put it up? You let me know when to go to round 2. Me and Tony see it 10-9 after 1. Here we go.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, let it.
Arturo Gatti.
Excellent.
Right here, all right. Right here.
And this is Gavin to the right of your screen, and you can see that Al has already gone to work.
Larry Murphy. Nobody told me what I put their ass. No. Not that I know of. Not that I know of.
And Emmanuel, let's take a look at how this cut was opened in the first round. I
What
believe,
is
as
that?
Larry said, on an Arturo Gatti left hook. Well, the cut's already there.
Oh, way to rip the body, huh? Oh, you're right.
Yep.
There we go.
Bad of problems as the cut may be, I think the biggest problem that Ward is having is dealing with the rhythm right now. Gatti's got his rhythm to move it. He's doing everything very natural. Everything is flowing.
Oh, nice shot.
I think it's going to continue that way unless Mickey steps it up.
Mickey's going to have to crowd Arturo against the ropes. He won't beat Gatti in the middle of the ring. Gatti simply has better feet.
That's a good fact. And also upper body movement. Gatti's moving his upper body, not just moving. He's moving, bobbing, and weaving. Mixing up his punches very well.
Uppercut, left hook. Gatti firing from all angles. It looks so far as though the marriage of Gatti and Buddy McGirt is paying huge dividends for Arturo's basic craft.
Absolutely, he looks very good. He's doing more variety of things. For the most part, Mickey's very predictable right now. And the speed and the different movements is really confusing Mickey. And you can see it if you study his mind.
But we've seen Mickey Ward lose every minute of every round and win the fight, as he did against Alfonso Sanchez. You can never count him out.
Let him go, let him go.
Take that in.
Ward is having problems with the power that Gatti's got because Gatti's a good puncher. He turns all of his body doing his punches, and he's what we call a free puncher. He lets all of his body turn all of it very loose and natural. It's the variety of things that he's doing that's really causing a lot of problems. Whereas Mickey is very predictable. Plus, I think the punching power of Gatti, in addition to his boxing, is very effective.
Yeah, between rounds, when we focused on Ward's corner to watch Al Gavin work the cut, I'm told that Arturo Gatti's people, trainer Buddy McGirt in particular, were telling him, you've got too much power for Mickey. He's not used to facing power like yours.
At this stage, he's got a little bit of too much of everything.
I started to say, I think it's the speed more than the power.
The speed, and he's shooting uppercuts, left hooks, right hands over the shoulder, a variety of things.
Like
Body
punches. Numbers, Arturo threw 70 punches in round 1. He's going to wind up throwing more than 70 at this rate in round 2. And he's connecting at a high percentage, and Ward is just occasionally getting in a pot shot here and there.
The impressive thing about what
Gatti is doing is that when he throws those combinations, he's not staying there long enough to get hit in return.
Ward is doing exactly what he should do now. He's closing the distance now to try to neutralize some of the movements. He's closing the distance before he punches.
Here you keep the punches up.
And now Cappuccino warning Gatti to keep punches up. So let's make a note that there was a verbal warning at the end of round 2.
Okay. All right, guys. What happened here is this is the first fight with Mickey Ward and with Arturo Gatti and Buddy McGirt in his corner as a trainer. Buddy was a great, welterweight fighter, junior welterweight fighter. I believe what you heard during that round from Emmanuel Stewart was the biggest mistake Buddy McGirt said during this whole fight. Knowing what Mickey Ward could do in a telephone booth fight, why would you tell your fighter who is a superior boxer and just box the fuck out of him in that second round?
Right, he told him to bang with him.
Hold on a second. You now got a 20-18 lead, and his words are then between 1 and 2, and again during 2 and 3. You got too much power for him. So you're giving your fighter this enthusiasm to go attack this guy because you can knock him out. Well, watch what happens here in round 3 when he thinks mentally he can knock him out, because Buddy McGirt, the great trainer, just told me to. I think it was a huge mistake because Mickey Ward lands a bomb. Go ahead.
So now listen. When he gets close to you,
Brandon
keep your
with
hands up.
long
He's trying to
arms,
get that
Buddy
body shot. So when he gets close to you, just keep him turning. Okay? You're boxing beautiful. Just keep using the speed. Okay? Straight right hand.
Right, Johnny.
You can punch on him all day long. You just stand there. Head movement, double jab. Head movement, double jab. You over your right hand. You gotta keep your right hand up. All he's looking for is a hook or an uppercut on you. That's it.
That's Al Gavin. He's a good friend of mine. He was doing the cut on Mickey Ward. He did Kevin for them fight.
Just keep moving your head.
I'm gonna go the better.
Come on, baby. You heard him there.
I was with Freddie Liberatore and with Kevin Kelly.
Sorry, I got to say something. Tony, so we're on the same page. I want to make sure everybody in chat is before we go to round 3. I got it 10-9, 10-9, 2 rounds to nothing, Arturo Gatti. What do you have?
You got a 20-18, 2 rounds to 1, Arturo Gatti, 10-9.
All right, anybody in chat want to say where we got Gatti up 2 rounds to nothing? Let's go, round 3.
Okay, and we'll talk a little bit about it. Hold on for a second. We also had Al Gavin and is in Mickey Ward's corner. He was with our guys in the neighborhood. He was with Kevin Kelly and Freddie Liberatore's cut, man. Then you got Joe Souza.
Earlier, we're trying to get him on. It's just he's busy. He's working.
Hey, there's
crazy.
Mark. I want to talk. Mark is here from I Want to Talk podcast. Good guy from over in the pond.
That's crazy.
What's up, Mark? All right. So what happens here is you got Joe Souza and Al Gavin. They become a huge part of this fight with cuts because Arturo's going to start cutting up in the middle rounds too. But we're going to get to it, and we're going to see what we got going on here. But, I mean, this is when the fight really starts. Forget about the first 2 rounds. The first 2 rounds are what the whole fight should have been. But Buddy McGirt said you got too much power for this guy, and watch what happens. Let it roll.
CompuBox numbers through the second round. Arturo Gatti averaging 29 jabs thrown per round. That makes it very difficult for Ward, who doesn't really have a jab, to start his attack.
But Ward seems to be applying more pressure and trying to get closer. And he's going to have to continue doing that. He can't sit back at a distance. He's going to have to get very close to Gatti if he's got any chance of pulling this fight off.
And he's going to have to trust that Al Gatti can keep the cut under control and keep him in the fight even as he presses forward.
Yes, he does. Gavin seems to have did a good job. Usually, a good cut man takes 2 rounds before the blood really coagulates.
Hard left hook by Arturo Gatti. Gatti landing a lot of punches cleanly and sharply.
Yep.
Ward trying to feint his way inside. Looks as though Gatti is so conscious of Ward's left hook that there might be an opening here for Ward to land the right hand, but he's not really quick with the right the way he is with the left.
See, Ward is primarily dealing with one punch for the most part. Most of the punches are strictly his left hand. And most good fighters can neutralize that. He's going to have to stay, just as he's doing now, he's going to have to continue to do that, to stay close.
Gatti turning away from
Look at the
Ward
speed
the
he's
ropes
got
and
on
back
him.
to the center of the ring.
Well, he's not going to be able to deal with Gatti's speed anyway, so he's just going to stay closer, and that's the only chance he's got.
Earlier in the round, Ward landed his first good hook to the body. He has to do more of that if he's going to be there in the second
There's
half.
another one.
Of the fight.
He just landed his second good left into the body.
You got to remember also that Gatti himself cuts up and swells up pretty bad himself.
Well, and if anything will take Gatti's foot movement away, it would be that left hook to the body. If Ward could get it in there.
And he's getting closer and closer now.
What Gatti's people have been most concerned about is just this kind of stuff.
There's one. There's one right there.
Gatti.
There's another one.
Here comes the Lowell, Massachusetts contingent rising to the occasion for their.
Oh, yeah.
Gatti with some of that. I'll give it to medicine.
Shot to the kidney.
What we expected. So much for the boxing.
They're standing up in round 3.
Maybe those body punches slowed Gatti down a little bit.
And now he's trying to slow Ward down with body punches too.
Cinnamon Girl, if you
Left
can
hook
drop
upstairs
Moss's
by Gatti.
link, he doesn't need our
Uppercuts for Arturo.
review, but drop Moss's link or anybody else.
Ward's cut opening again.
Oh, what a war.
Gatti to keep it in.
All right, hold on 1 second. Take it.
All right, what happened there is Arturo got in his head that he can knock this guy out because Buddy McGirt told him he could. Buddy McGirt was never in Arturo's corner before. He boxed the crap off of him in the first 2 rounds. And then when Buddy told him, go knock him out, you're too powerful for him. You seen he landed about 4 or 5 shots to right side of Arturo's body, which are liver shots. And he started breaking him down a little bit, and the boxing starts going away. And here comes a brawl. And I got that first round there for Mickey Ward in this fight. So now I got the fight 2 rounds to 1, 29-28, Arturo.
And that's what I have, 2 rounds to 1. And I'm going to go to it. Can somebody make Moss, please give Moss a wrench and drop his link.
It's going to be you. You got to do the wrench.
Hold on, I got him.
That's what they came here for.
You gotta respect. Listen to me. When you
Thank
get
you,
inside,
Cinnamon.
don't take that body shot, Arturo.
Hey, what's up,
Listen to me.
Maz?
You finished beautiful.
Good
You don't
stuff
have to
the other
take that
night,
shot.
Maz.
Don't take it. As soon as you get inside, go to your left. That's all he's trying to look at me. Look at me. I'm over here. Stay focused, Arturo.
Watch Buddy
Listen to me.
McGirt now
Listen to
compared
me.
to
You're boxing
in
beautiful.
between the first and second round.
More boxing comes your way next month, June 1 on HBO. First, you'll see a preview show counting down to the Lennox Lewis-Mike Tyson fight. Then a live heavyweight fight between Evander Holyfield and Hasim Rahman. June 8 on pay-per-view. The Lennox Lewis-Mike Tyson fight, for which so many have waited for so long. It says here on the card, it should be a memorable night. I read that with a straight face. June 22 on HBO pay-per-view, the rematch of 2000's Fight of the Year. Eric Morales against Marco Antonio Barrera, live from Las Vegas. Great fight. Round 4 begins. In round 3, the 2 fighters, by CompuBox estimate, landed a combined 53 power shots. 30 for Gatti, 23 for Ward. Harold, how do you have it so far?
Okay, Jim, 3-0, 30-27, Arturo Gatti. Jim, I got to tell you, Arturo Gatti showing us not only beautiful combinations, but really, really nice ring generalship. It's a big ring, probably something like 22 feet. He's moving beautifully, keeping Mickey Ward off balance. When he did stand still in the last minute of round 3, he ripped those shots to the body, always combinations. I think Arturo Gatti's won all 3 rounds, although the third one was close.
Given that Ward is the New England fighter, Manny, you have to be surprised at the size of the ring.
Yes, I thought it would be a smaller ring to favor him, but right now the ring is a big ring, which really would favor Gatti since he's coming to this fight predicted that he would be the boxer.
Gatti's left eye beginning to swell. No blood yet. Gatti's left eye swells in virtually every fight.
48.
That's because of those high cheekbones that he has.
Good right hand.
Good right hand. Good right hand.
And Gatti,
Good right hand. And he hurt him with that right hand, too.
Gatti trying to clear his head, comes back with his own punches.
Now the warrior is going to come out of both of those guys. I don't think the boxing is going to be too much from this point on. I think Gatti's going to have to fight Mickey because Mickey's putting too much pressure on him now. And he's going to resort back to what he's been doing most of his career, and that's to punch.
Gatti to the body. Gatti with uppercut. Right hand. Oh, this is good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like there's blood coming now from Ward's mouth.
And we saw Ward in those type of fights. You remember the fight with Emmanuel Burton, so this is just one of his normal fights.
Fight of the year for 2001, Ward Burton. Broke a lot of country records. Oh, that's another right-hand bomb by Mickey Ward. Gatti takes this one a little better, but he's been rocked in this round. Oh, big left hook by Ward. Big left hook by Gatti.
In that fight against Emmanuel Burton, the 35-year-old Ward averaged 118 punches around.
And what's surprising me now, he's coming back with a beautiful short right hand. That's what his most effective punch tonight has been, the right hand now, more so than the body punch.
Oh, what a body shot. Oh, magnificent left to the body. Was it low? Was it low?
I thought it was a little bit low.
And Frank Cappuccino thought so too. And he's going to rule no knockdown. And he's taking
Come on, Cappuccino. It's your paisan. What are you doing?
You got 5 minutes to recoup.
All right, this is a
Key
big part of
ruling
this
by
fight.
Frank
Watch it.
Cappuccino. Didn't hesitate at all. He was sure of what he'd seen.
Now, you got 5 minutes.
Let's watch the replay.
At the end of the round,
Watch here, but there's a
They
big
sounded
mistake
a
here.
bell
Watch.
to end the round.
keep doing it. You know what's happening. Okay.
Hit him
All right,
with
stop it.
There you go. Ahead.
Harold, why did the round end?
Okay, Jim, let me tell you something. It's miscommunication between the
Go ahead, Tom.
Okay. I got Mickey Ward winning that fight. It really became a telephone fight, but two things big happened here. Not only did Mickey Ward win the round, first low blow, all of a sudden something started to turn. They didn't give warnings. They took a point away. So that now
Right
becomes
away.
from a 10-9 round to a 10-8 round right away. 2-point round. So Ward went from being down 2018, down 2 rounds to none, now tying it with 2 rounds, being up 2 points, 1 point, 38-17. But here's what happened there. In between the third and the fourth round, all right, you've seen Buddy McGirt telling his fighter something completely different than he told him the first 2 rounds. Like, now you got to get in there. You got to run around. You got to box him. You got to start throwing from the outside. Bob, weave, duck. Bullshit. You put him in that position because you told him he was too powerful for this guy. That all went out the window. Now, Buddy McGirt, you know, they always give a boxer an easy fight after a loss. They always give a boxer easy fights to get there. Well, this was a mixture of an easy fight, not only for Arturo, but also for Buddy, because it was their first fight together. Okay? Mort St. Tite was their very first fight together. And now you're going to see why. He should have beat Ward easily. Okay? And no bullshit. But this fight made for 3 great fights.
referee,
Because
the timekeeper.
Buddy
When
McGirt
Frank
helped it. But
Cappuccino
let it go.
saw
Let's
that
go.
low blow, there's no question he should have yelled
All right, so we got
timeout.
it 2
At
rounds
which
apiece.
point, Mickey Ward would have
Well,
up
put
to
it on
5
pause.
minutes
Don't
to
put it on
recover.
second.
He get, continue up to 5 minutes, he loses. But the timekeeper never stopped the clock, and that's all there was to it. He let it run. He let the round run out.
Does he have 5 minutes now?
Ward still have 5.
No, absolutely not. 1 minute rest period.
Let's take a look and see if the blow was low. Yes, it was.
Yep.
That's how we saw it.
I'm getting amped. I'm ready to hit something. I don't know what.
You heard Mickey Ward. He's all
Baby.
set. He wants to go. Why is that not a surprise?
In round 4, both guys threw more than 30 power shots and landed more than half. So it is becoming the slugfest everyone anticipated, despite Arturo Gatti's skillful efforts to make it a boxing match in the early rounds. Oh, look at the granite in Ward's chin as he takes 3+ power shots.
But he doesn't return fire until Gatti is finished, which invites Gatti to keep going.
Emmanuel, how discouraging is it to Arturo to have landed the kind of bombs he's landed?
It's got it because he's turning full force on those shots. And actually hasn't really hurt Ward. He hits it with the punches, full force, and Ward may wiggle a lot from the impact of it and lose his balance, but he's never shown that he's been seriously hurt yet. And the only one to me that's been hurt has been Gatti. He got hit with a short right hand.
Absolutely.
Take it easy, Emmanuel.
Another short right hand by Ward again.
We're about halfway through the round right now. We've lost our round clock. About a minute and a half to go in the round now. Blood begins to flow from above Ward's right eye again. Let's look at the distance between the two fighters. This is becoming Mickey Ward's fight. They're fighting in a phone booth, and that's the way he wants it.
You know, this is reminiscent of a fight many years back, since we're speaking of the 50s, between a guy named Colin Basilio and Tony DeMarco.
Basilio, one of the fighters I mentioned at the beginning of the night.
Yes. You know, you could take those white trunks off and put one pair of white and one pair of black on, and we could go all the way back to the 50s.
Oh.
Wow. It is man against man in there. This bout is scheduled for 10.
Well, I'll tell you what, the fans are going to get 12 rounds of action out of 10 rounds tonight.
Now they're going to get 15 rounds.
More.
Oh,
Look at the
and Arturo, Gatti's right eye is bleeding. The blood begins.
and he's throwing up every punch.
A tremendous rally by Mickey Ward. And the timekeeper can't seem to get it.
Tone, what do you got?
Okay, my man. So this really opened up. I mean, I gave the round slightly, very slightly to Arturo. And that makes
I got Gatti up 10-9.
All right, hold on a second.
It could have been the draw that round, but I had Gatti. It's close.
All right, I got it 37-37. But what happened here, Arturo decided he was going to box, and he did really well. But now, you got knocked down one time. You know, you're getting shots to the liver, okay? It's beating him down.
Oh,
you can't box 3 minutes anymore.
Absolutely.
You can't, but you cannot box 3-minute rounds. So even if he wins a minute and a half, not only is he tired from moving around, but now Mickey Ward's starting to angle down the ring, cut the ring down, and he's landing when Arturo's boxing. So that didn't happen in the first 2 rounds.
Right,
what else is happening? Yep. What else is happening? Mickey's close enough that he's starting to hit him more, and then he hits him with a bomb, and you've seen there 4 or 5 combinations were lethal. He was beating him down. But because he lost the first minute, 45, 2 minutes in a boxing match, it wasn't enough with only a minute to go. But if you watch, and you're going to see it in the next round, it pays a big price here.
All right, just so we're on the same page here. Just so we're on the same page here, we have it even after 5?
37-37. Okay,
all right,
and our stuff is a lot closer. All right, but here's what happened with 11 seconds to go. Mickey Ward hit Arturo with a shot to the liver. You could see his head turn sideways. That really hurt, and he said it after the fight.
Yeah, I
but
thought
let it play, and we're going to see. Let it play, and we'll see the damages it does right now.
Straight when the ring the bell.
Go.
I see what Fred Cappuccino was saying now.
Yep.
Just aim your punches. You got this.
I got the power, man. Don't worry. Keep that. Okay.
Give me your head. Let me work for you.
Touch him and turn out. You stay inside, take unnecessary body punishment. Don't take it. Princess might be. Come on, baby. We got to suck it up like a champ.
We talked earlier
of the tremendous.
Everything that he's shooting is landing pretty good, turning all of his body weight through on every punch. And at this stage, if you don't look closer, you think that Ward is about to give. Now here Ward's coming back. And I didn't think that Gatti was expected to throw that many punches, especially the short punches that he's shooting.
Larry, we're halfway through.
We talked about the amazing condition and endurance
and will of Ward. And we saw it in that round, how he came back at Gatti. As Emmanuel, as you mentioned, Gatti hasn't had to throw that many punches for a long time.
No, I mean, and he's landed some beautiful shots. But, you know, as I said earlier, now Gatti is starting to swell up and bleed also. But at this stage, I would still have Gatti with him, but it looks very promising for Mickey. Because Mickey has not been hurt yet. He's been hit with some great shots, but he's never staggered away from it all.
Gentlemen, in the 5th round, they landed 98 punches. My CompuBox estimate, 88 of them power shots, almost evenly distributed.
Oh, keep that control there.
A hellacious round. So the pace slows slightly here in round 6.
Gatti's tightness sticks is going to come out now, and it's going to be nothing but a slugfest, I think, for the most part. And I think Ward is going to put enough pressure on him where he can't really box him. He's going to have to fight.
If Mickey Ward wants to come to you, he will walk through a hailstorm of punishment to do it.
And you better watch that short right hand that he's trying to get close to shoot over the shoulder now. That seemed to be his key punch.
He's turning it over.
Again. Yes.
He's turning it over like never before.
And that's just as dangerous as the left hook to the body is at this point in the fight.
Oh, what a haymaker by Gatti. And Ward just comes right back.
Business as usual.
Big left hook by Gatti. Ward says, I'll walk with you over here. Relentless.
That's the right hand again. And he shoots it straight across the shoulder as if he's anticipating the movement of Gatti. Instead of shooting at Gatti's head a lot, Ward is shooting it straight at his shoulders, and he's catching him because most of the time, Gatti tries to avoid the right by going down instead of pulling away.
But Gatti is fighting a good round here.
He's winning this round big.
He's gone back to some movement, throwing combinations, trying to move away, standing and fighting, moving again, trying to move his upper body. This is a very good Gatti we're looking at here.
Yep, in the War of Wills, Gatti has taken it to another step. And now Ward is going to have to reimpose himself as he did in rounds 4 and 5.
Gatti's went back to boxing. I didn't think he would, but he's went back to boxing. He's working very effective, too.
Yep. And Joe Souza did such great work that I see no blood on Gatti's right eye.
Ward pounds his heart as if to...
All right, Craig. Okay. That there was a pretty easy round for Toro Gatti, and I'm going to tell you why. Both guys decided we just got 5 in the bag. We're coming down the stretch. We got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 left. Let's both simmer down, and we're a little gassed at this point, and we haven't gotten our second wins yet. Well, they take it off, so of course it's going to go to Gatti. He does his little boxing, and he wins the round decently. All right, but no major damage. He just outboxes a man for a round. But with that set up, they both relaxed a little bit. They took their little break, and now starts a fucking war. But going into the 7th round in the war, I had a Toro winning that round, 10-9, 57-56. Here's the bad news, ladies and gentlemen. Here's where the New England scorers go for their boy over the next 3 rounds, and that would be Mickey Ward. Craig, let it rip.
All right,
I can take anything
Gatti
you can give.
play around here.
And he can.
That's it, baby. That's the key. Listen to me. He's in the same fight you're in.
Hey,
Okay?
Gianni, what's
He's
up,
from
buddy?
the same
Yeah, we
pride
had
as
some
you, if
real
not
great
tired.
times up
Nice
there.
and smart. Okay, now when he gets close to you, listen to me. If you don't feel like punching, move your upper body. He's not going to do anything. Okay, then go back to the jab. You seen you on the ropes, you touch. Keep doing that till you get that second win. Take a deep breath. Now we boxing like Arturo Gatti. Okay, listen to me. Look at me, baby. You got this fight. You can rest all day tomorrow. You understand? Yeah. This is for all the marbles, baby. You understand me? Box.
Give him business. You know what I would do? Yeah, you got to back him up. He's hitting you here. Nick. Do it back, please.
Come on, let's go. That's right, Tommy. War.
People in boxing have been looking forward to this fight for a couple of years.
There
they're getting
go.
what they were looking forward to.
And 6 rounds in the books, 4 more to go. Harold, how do you have it?
Okay, Jim, 4 rounds to 2, 57-56, Arturo Gatti. Jim, Mickey Ward gets an extra point in the 4th round because Frank Cappuccino took away a point for a low blow. It may be crucial at the end of this fight. Round 5, I thought Mickey Ward pulled out because sometimes what you do in the last 30 seconds is just an accumulation of what you've done in the first 2.5 minutes. And it was a great rally by Ward at the end of round 5. Round 6, Arturo Gatti comes back strong. 4-2 Gatti, but Gatti by only 1 point.
I have Gatti ahead 4-1 and 1 even because of that point taken away.
And for the moment, Gatti has succeeded in tempting Ward back into a boxing match.
Yes, he has. Gatti's doing a beautiful job. He's went back to his boxing, his corners, instructor. He's mixing up his attack. Once again, Mickey seems to be confused.
And you heard the impassioned speech between rounds by Buddy McGirt, who's been there against some terrific fighters and is turning out to be a very good trainer. Ward pops that Gatti again with that right hand.
I wonder what kind of brains ahead that both of these guys have. I mean, they get him with punches right on the chin, and it seems like it just stimulates him. Another right hand again, and it comes right back.
Big counter left hook by Gatti there, as Ward was a little long with the straight right hand. Left it out there, Arturo popped it.
All right, good. That's what I want to see.
I think Gatti's doing beautiful with his new style of boxing. He's mixing up his work, boxing beautiful, but still he's the big puncher. He still sets down every once in a while and makes you respect him.
He can still fight.
Yeah, and I love his punching power.
Through 6 rounds, Gatti landed more than 200 punches, most of them on the face of Mickey Ward. And here comes Ward.
Let him go, let him out.
You can't stop him.
Oh, my God.
Here comes Mickey.
Here we go.
Before a big fight, most fighters like to try something new in training. Ward's innovation this time around was to rest only 30 seconds between rounds of sparring.
Yeah, but I don't think Gatti can prepare for this type of a fight here. Not only with a guy who's a busy fighter, but also a great puncher. At this stage, Mickey's been outdone in terms of talent, skill, but not in terms of heart. He's always trying, but
All right, let him go.
just one step behind.
Come on.
Ward has turned southpaw here at the end of the round.
To no great effect.
I had Gatti that round. Tone, what do you got?
All right, I got Gatti that round, and now we got it 67-65 on my scorecard. My scorecard
great. What'd you
actually
say?
is the way that. Hold on, my scorecard is exactly what the judges said. Once again, Gatti came out with a lot of boxing skills. Yes, he won the round, but he didn't do as much damage that round. We really came for this fight because the 8th, 9th, and 10th rounds are just phenomenal. And I think this is what's going to change the whole fight around. You know, Gatti did good. He outboxed him.
He was on his toes. He was
round.
moving like he should have been the whole fight. But I got him up. I got him up. He's up around me.
He won a boxer's round. But,
There you go.
know, there's not much to say. He did his job that round.
He's up 1 round going into the not championship, but here we go. You ready?
Well, we'll
got
go
anything
to
you want to
championship
add?
round. Nah, I think we're about to see 3 very, very good rounds. Think of these 3 rounds and earns aggregate.
Hey, listen. We got 10 minutes, baby. Can we get 10 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, listen to me, baby. When he gets close to you, Arturo, if you're not gonna punch, have your hands up. Just move. He don't want to fight no more. Okay, he's looking for the 1 shot. And go back to.
You got luck.
I'm all right.
All right.
Yeah.
Put it on him now.
Okay. You gotta use everything with your left hand, man. Everything with your left. Yeah. Bang the shit out of him. Don't be a puncher bag. If you're gonna be a puncher bag, I'm not gonna let this go like this. Fight hard.
Okay.
Be back.
Dick Eklund, Ward's brother and trainer, said he's not going to let him be a punching bag.
don't take so many punches. Can he start to avoid them? Is he Mickey Ward if he does avoid them?
I don't think he can avoid it. I think all he can do is just try to fight his way through the trouble because he's not going to avoid all of those punches. Gatti is extremely sharp tonight.
Gatti threw 31 jabs in the 7th round. If he keeps throwing 30 jabs around, it's going to be awfully difficult for Ward to reel him in. It's going to set up the chance for Arturo to outbox Ward down the stretch as he's done through most of the first 7.
You know, it's hard for me looking at the wars that I saw Gatti in, and he's fought all of great wars and all of the top fighters. To see him moving like this, like a young fighter, just totally amazing to me.
And those wars you saw in the ring, he had some equally vicious wars with the champagne bottle and the nightlife on the circuit in New Jersey.
You know, but he's gone through changes before. As an amateur, he was a boxer. Early in his pro career, he was a brawler. Then he changed to a boxer to win a 130-pound title from Tracy Patterson. Then he became a brawler again, and here he is back to boxing.
Just the fact that he's here is amazing.
You give his management team great credit for taking him off for a couple of years to help restore him and give him easy fights and not use him up, because most of us didn't expect to see him still in the ring at the age of 30.
He's got a manager named Pat Lynch who's been as loyal and steadfast as any manager in boxing can be with Arturo Gatti. He's kept his career alive.
Yes, but even with all of that, there's something unusually physically in this man, for this man to take all of this. He's just one of those gifted guys like Yvonne Durrell. He just run across guys like that sometimes.
Another Canadian.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Absolutely. I thought that's why you were using Durrell as the standard there. I thought it was a given.
All of the punches Durrell took, when you meet him, he speaks like a British scholar. So very, very smart, intelligent man.
You don't fight with your head, Arthur.
There's that right hand again. There's the right again as Ward chops away at Gatti. Arturo hitting a little flat spot here. Mickey Ward starts to come on. Crowd gets back into it. Gatti throwing a few change-ups and then the high hard one. Again, left-right combination landed flush. Ward bleeding heavily.
And Gatti was hurt by a left and a right.
And this.
Oh my gosh.
All right, man. That round is over. I give that round 100% to Mickey Ward because he did the little things and he landed the much power, effective, hurting full punches in that round. So now we're at 76-75. But what that did there is that started breaking Arturo down, okay, for what's about to be the round of Mickey Ward's career in the 9th round. Mickey Ward does every puncher's dream in this round. He literally beats the fuck out of Arturo Gatti this round. And this is what turned the cards to make this Mickey Ward's night. Craig, let it rip.
Tony, I'd like to say something. I don't want to ever slow this down. I got to ask your opinion, being the boxing guy here. Just my opinion, I believe Gatti had that round won outside of the last 20 seconds, and Ward landed bombs. No doubt he was ready to go down.
Nah, he touched him up here and there through the first 2 minutes.
Right.
No, let me explain it. I'll break it down for you.
Yeah, no.
Touched him up.
Just want to hear it.
He landed a couple of punches on that rib cage near the liver that hurt Gatti a little bit here and there. One time when Gatti landed a combination, it was kind of out of desperation because he got hit, bang, and he fell forward and just threw left, rights. Even though 4 or 5 times he threw combinations in that round, he did not connect.
I think he's ready to go down. I agree.
He looked good, but he didn't connect. But watch, this is the greatest round to me in boxing right now.
What a fight.
We got away from it.
It looks like Mickey Ward is going to try to call another Emmanuel Burton.
Come here. Look, I swear, in case you got him going.
Okay, baby. You're taking too many shots inside.
Anybody want to say in the chat what they think? Who they got up?
Throw the right hand to the body, Arturo.
Anything different than what Tony
Okay.
has?
Come on, Arturo, listen to me. We got 6 minutes. Arturo, you got 6 minutes. Give me the 6 minutes for Jerry.
That's it. It started with that short right hand again. You know, this fight is just turning back and forth so much. And I think the body shot in there had a lot of effect on him. And I don't know if Arturo is going to fully recuperate from that volley.
We know
You know what?
that's
man?
what I
I
mean.
love you.
can
enough.
keep
Greg, that's
fighting
what I
through
meant.
this
He
kind
heard
of
him at the end of
action.
that round.
Landed 42 out of 71 punches.
Oh,
here.
We're not sure about Gatti because he hasn't been in this kind of a war with as strong a fighter as Ward before.
Body shot again. That's the body shot.
It's the left hook to the body, Ward's money
Okay,
punch.
he's down
And this
right there. That's a
knockdown
knockdown.
Yep.
And he is hurt.
This is it. He's not going to recover. It's not like a head punch.
He may not be able to
I don't
recover.
think so. And Ward is going to go right back down there again.
Oh, he's
To the
coming
body
back,
again.
all right.
He's still hurting from the body punch also still. In addition to the head.
Frozen from that liver shot. Frozen.
Arturo Gatti refusing to go down as Mickey Ward pounds away.
Unbelievable.
In the past, this is where Arturo Gatti has been dangerous.
But Ward should go back to the body again.
Gatti risking another low blow penalty to try to get Ward off of him and lands another big
Come
shot.
on, Gatti. Come back.
Burton, could Ward punch himself out
Come on, Mickey.
for the time being with that tremendous barrage in the first minute? Just look at
Fucking
this.
gladiators, bro.
Here he
Believe there's
comes.
still a minute and a half to go in the
Come
round.
on. What a fight. Wow. Wow.
Gatti blinking away the blood in his right eye. Can't see out of the right eye. Vicious body shots by Gatti. Ward nods as if to say, come on. Come on.
Tony, you're right. They didn't hang the Hearns around.
Fight.
Straight forward, bro. Oh, what a body shot. Another one. What a shot by Ward. Oh, my God.
Now, Gatti is trying to get a break. Ward should go right back
As
to
long
the
as we
body.
watch it, Detroit, thinking we're good, baby.
That's where he needs to go to the body.
Both these guys glad. Oh!
Look at the shit that we're getting privileged to watch.
You know,
Arturo's hurt, guys. Look at Arturo's face.
do they live up to the expectations? This
Wow.
is even more than you could dream of.
Oh, my God.
Just imagine if you bought a ticket. Stop it, Frank. You can stop it anytime.
Oh, tell him stop it.
Gatti's out on
We're
his
gonna
feet.
stop this fucking fight right here,
Capitino's gonna
guys.
let him keep going.
That boy, Jim Lampley, tell him.
Gatti doesn't even have the strength to tie Ward up.
And Ward is tired.
Ward
And here comes Gatti back.
less than 10 seconds in the round.
Oh,
Gatti's
my
gonna
God.
survive
What kept
the
him
round.
up? Oh, my God. Hold on, Tony.
This should
Go ahead, brother. What you got?
Guys, that was, to me, that's the best round I've ever seen in boxing history. You've
Oh,
seen a guy
baby.
come out.
Unbelievable.
Now, what he did there is he threw a liver shot that froze Arturo's legs. He couldn't move. The smartest thing and best thing to do is go down. He couldn't go down the second time. He did it the first time in the round. Second, third time he got hit, he was frozen. His leg, he said it, his legs
Oh, my
locked
God.
up. He couldn't
Oh,
go
my
down.
God.
But to me, then Arturo comes back. Arturo
Yeah.
wins the second minute of that fight is Arturo's round. All right.
Unbelievable.
Then
So
we get to a minute left in.
it turns
There comes
again.
Ward. So that's a two-point round. And right now I got it 85,
So you got a 10-8
84.
that round for Mickey Ward, correct?
I got a 10-8 and I got 85-84 Ward going into the last and final round.
Right. So in your opinion, Gatti needs this round to win this fight big. He needs a 10-8 round.
Gatti
to win
needs
it.
this round. Gatti needs this round just for a draw. He needs
Right.
a
He needs to
2-point
drop
round
him to win it.
and it ain't gonna happen. So
All
let
right.
it right.
Here we go. Let's go, baby.
Matt,
Hey,
you're
I've had a lot
wrong.
of fun
Matt,
doing
you're
this.
wrong. Matt, hold on.
Great.
Matt's wrong. Matt's wrong. Mayweather fucked Gatti and embarrassed him.
Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm not gonna let you take this punishment. Okay?
What do you
Look at
mean?
me.
Stop it.
Look at me, Arturo. Tell me something.
Nothing.
I know it's the toughest fight left. You got it in there. So you're okay.
Great to see you, Paul. Project Walker.
Mickey Ward said he would
Gatti got hit with the body shot, and that did more damage. Now he's coming back.
Thank you. Poirot, good to see you, bud.
Mickey Ward said he would retire if he loses this fight. From the way Gatti went back to the corner,
In most conditions, this fight would have been stopped right here.
he may have more fighting left in him.
Gentlemen, in round 9, by CompuBox numbers, this
What I'm
fight's going to
getting
be stopped.
sweaty hits here. I don't know. I want.
Nope, it's
I
not.
grew up in this room. I want to throw something.
Fight ain't over. Fight ain't over now.
There we go.
Last
Look at
round.
this. Nothing but respect, though.
Get back in the corner. Go way back. All the way
I
Here
back.
we
thought
go,
Buddy
baby.
McGirt was going to stop it.
The referee
Having said
does the
this
fight.
Have
is
Pacino
over.
want to stop it.
Now we're going to go. Round 10. In round 9, they landed
Here we go.
110 punches between them.
Oh,
And they were all power shots.
here we go.
Harold, what's your scorecard?
Okay, Jim. 85-84. Mickey won. I think that he pulled ahead with that shot.
I got
That knocked
85-84.
Yeah, you called
He
it.
certainly ran for the 8th round, so I got Mickey won up by a point.
I agree,
Mickey's
Joe
still
Kemp.
up. This round is 30 seconds short because that timekeeper never stopped the damn clock at the beginning
Oh,
of the round.
big shot.
That's right. This round's only going to be about 2.5 minutes.
Welcome to
good news for
Taylor,
Gatti.
baby.
He's come out and asserted himself again at the beginning of the round.
Come on, Arturo, throw the fight on.
He
Let's
has a
go.
full 2 minutes left in the tank. I'm pretty sure Ward does.
Ward looks hurt now, but he keeps coming.
Ward's really
Ward has
drained
got
out
it, but he's
now.
gonna have
Ward
to let it go
gave
because the
up.
clock is ticking.
What a fight. What an ending. This is incredible.
And at this point, Gatti's winning around, and this may be the crucial round
No.
of the fight.
I think Gaddy's having trouble
yeah,
seeing
fuck
out
that.
of both eyes now, Emmanuel.
Yes.
But he doesn't have trouble firing the ball.
What a way to end it. Look at this. Oh, take that with
Body
you.
shot by
Get
Gatti.
some blood.
Knocks Ward back.
Look at the
is
shots going
exhausted.
back and forth still.
Gatti sees
Unbelievable.
that and seems to have
Damn.
taken some
Yes, it
My
is.
God.
air from it.
Oh,
He's
my
winning this
God.
fight now.
Man, I am proud of these two guys, boy. Oh, what? Oh my goodness.
I am humbled by watching these two.
Rare of all the men
the
gone.
punishment they are taking.
Well, we told you it might be a candidate for fight of the year. We
What?
didn't know
Oh,
it would be a
oh
candidate
my
for
God.
fight of the
What a
century.
fight. What a fight. Oh, look at this. Oh my God.
This is the way it has to end.
Arturo Gatti, Irish Mickey Ward, two of the most honest fighters in the sport of boxing, circa 2002.
Tony, don't say nothing. I'm going to let it play out, and then we'll go to it, okay?
No, don't let it play out. Don't let it play out.
Unbelievable.
It was boxing war tonight.
Well, if ever a fighter showed the courage to go out and try to claim the final round with the fight on the table, it was Arturo Gatti there. An exhausted Gatti throwing 50 punches in the 10th round, while Ward
could only throw 48. Excuse me, Gatti landing 50 punches, throwing 99. An incredible performance by an exhausted fighter in the crucible of a toe-to-toe battle.
Before Harold gives his score, I had Gatti winning by a couple of points.
All right, let's take a look at some highlights from throughout the fight. And virtually every minute of the fight produced amazing highlights.
Tony.
Yes, sir.
Before we get to the decision, I'd like to say something, and then we'll get to the chat as soon as the decision. I'll probably get feedback. I thought this fight could have been a draw. If Ward wins, I'd have nothing to say. If Gatti wins, I have nothing to say. I have no fucking clue who won this fight. I really don't. Maybe Ward by an edge. I don't know. What'd you have?
I had it a draw. I had it 94-94.
Yeah, I could live with a draw, definitely.
All right, because it was in New England, I feel Ward got a couple of slight points. But let's see. Obviously Ward wins the majority decision. One judge had it a tie. Two judges had Ward winning by a point.
Yeah.
So let them say
round, 10-7 round.
But it became exactly what they were afraid of with Arturo, and that's why they wanted him to box. Yeah. But you can't do that for 10 rounds with this guy. It
here
became a hometown
Emmanuel, put
decision.
the headset back on here. We're going to get a look at what went on throughout this pitched battle as Arturo Gatti came out in the first couple of rounds and tried to assert himself as a boxer. Mickey Ward cut above the eye in the first round. And through the early rounds, Gatti's hand speed and maneuverability were the difference in the fight. But Mickey Ward, typically for the Lowell, Massachusetts battler, kept on coming, got closer to Arturo, and in the middle rounds of the fight began to assert himself with a straight right hand upstairs and his trademark vicious left hook to the body. Until finally Gatti went down from accumulated punishment in the 9th round. And then Arturo got up and assaulted Ward again and came back to win the latter half of the 9th and then clearly won the 10th round.
No down, Jack.
And now we wait with suspense for the decision. You care to pick a winner, Emmanuel?
I'd have to go with Arturo Gatti, my guess, simply because he was busier and more consistent.
I agree. Cool.
Fighters were on the canvas twice in the fight. In round 4, it was Ward who went to the canvas on what was immediately ruled by referee Frank Cappuccino a low blow by Gatti.
Maybe it was.
And then in round 9, it was Gatti who went to the canvas from an accumulation of punishment. The most important punch being that trademark left hook to the body by Ward, and this was clearly a knockdown.
And I feel that if Ward had went back to that same body shot, he would have won by knockout.
Here's Mark Farrow with the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a majority decision. Judge Frank Lombardi scores the bout 94-94, a draw.
Paisan draw. Good man.
Judge Richard Flaherty scores it 94-93. Judge Steve Weisfeld
Flaherty,
sees
the
it
Irishman.
95-93. All to the winner by majority decision, Irish Mickey Ward.
Wow, I don't know where that guy came up with 95-93, but there you have
I'm going to
it.
tell you. I'm going to tell you when 95-93 came in. The Irish judge from Massachusetts gave a 10-7 round to Mickey Ward in the 9th round.
Wow. That's what, he knocked him down twice?
No.
That's the only way you
He
get
just thought he
10-7
did that
round,
much. No.
Okay.
You can even have 10-8 rounds with no knockdowns, depending on the way you. Right. Look, it was a great fight. Majority decision, can't say nothing. I would have had that judge investigated because it's you can't come up with 97-93. No way.
I think the chat most people in the chat believe that fight was a draw. I have no problem with Ward winning that fight by an edge, by a point, whatever. The guy 95, 93, whatever. Bottom line, we won't say much more. Our fight series will continue. This was a great one, Tom. Great one.
It was great. Next week we're gonna do something. We're gonna have this, and we might do something that I wanted to do. We're not gonna do. I'm not even gonna announce it yet. We'll do it when the fight gets closer. But this was just a great fight, man. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. The second fight, I hate to tell you, is more exciting than this fight. You're gonna get a lot more round 9s in the next fight. Maybe not as good as round 9, but you had 3 or 4 rounds better than the rest of the fight in this fight, in number 2. And Arturo busted his fucking ass and even trained with a broken hand because I was at a Christmas party with him. Yeah, he had to have surgery right after 2, and he wasn't sure if there was going to be a number 3.
Tony, I'm going to give you some props if you don't mind.
Go ahead, Brody. Well, you don't have to give me props.
As my partner, I'm proud to let our chat see the props I'm about to give you.
Okay.
Hi, folks. Larry here.
Hi, everybody.
Jimmy's back. Jimmy has a fan club now. In fact, I gave him, I printed them out and gave it to him. I have probably 10 or 15 people that request Jimmy. They send him hearts. They send him all kinds of messages and everything through me. And now Jimmy is also doing other people's podcasts now, and he's become a heavyweight. He's getting there. Well, I got to try to talk.
You created a monster.
I got to try to talk you into doing your own. In fact, let me get. I want to get something for you guys because it was a question, and here's the question. Jimmy's fan club wants to know what other podcasts Jimmy's on. So I'm going to tell you the one he did recently, and it's the name of the podcast is on YouTube. It's called The Reality Report with Craig, and Tony. Now, Tony, I believe, is
he's Craig Gatto, Gatto.
I'm telling them what they have to look for on the thing. That's what it says on YouTube.
Okay.
The Reality Report with Craig and Tony. They used to say Craig with his last name. Now they got this guy Tony.
Oh, it's changed. Oh, I didn't know
they
that.
changed it.
Okay.
So this is the last one you did with this guy. He's in that area. So
okay, he's into the mix. Okay.
Yeah, he's
Thank
into
you,
the mix.
Larry.
He's your kind of guy, and he was asking you really good questions.
MRN.
And you answered them all.
Right. Well, I'm not lost for any questions.
No, you're very, very, very good. So anyway, go to YouTube and go to the Reality Report with Craig and Tony, and he did. In fact, do you know that they're advertising it now? They're advertising it ahead. You're on tomorrow night with this, like part 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, as long as I can help a friend, if they feel that's entertaining enough, I'm willing to lend a helping hand.
Well, I don't know this guy Tony, but Craig's a real good guy.
They're both nice guys.
He's a nice guy. But that was a good. That was good. Well, Craig does these 2-hour jobs, but you only stayed for an hour. But that was good because that guy Tony asked you a lot of good questions.
Yes,
and it was good. So that's where he is, his fans. I hope I
know
didn't
the
create
fans
a monster
like
here.
Larry and I when we banter more and get into it, and it's always like a 2-rounder.
I'll tell you when you won't
bout.
see Jimmy no more. You won't see Jimmy when I call Jimmy and Jimmy says, contact my manager. That'll be the end of me and Jimmy.
Oh, that won't happen. But just always remember, whenever you like.
Tony, I thought I owed you that, buddy.
Oh, Mark, thank you so much, my man, Mark. You're a great guy, Mark. Mark's my friend from over in England. We did some boxing shows together.
You brought a lot
what
to
did
the
Mark
show.
say there? What did Mark say? I want to read that. I can't see it. I don't got my glasses on.
Where's Mark?
I Want to Talk podcast.
Oh, okay.
That's my man. Thank you,
Mark.
Mark.
A lot of things he's an encyclopedia with. I go back with him some years. So yeah.
All right. So let's let the cat out of the bag a little bit about some other things, guys. We're gonna be doing a lot of great shows for you. But Jimmy is a personal friend of mine and Craig's. We try and keep some things under wraps, but you can't. And we're gonna be going a little bit deeper. Jimmy's father was second in charge of the Gambino, New Jersey fraction of the mob. And we met Jimmy over the years. Jimmy had some big meetings. He had meetings with John Gatti. And we have what it takes to prove it. And at Bobby Borriello's funeral, when they were coming out of the church, he's right behind John Gatti Jr. in the picture up on Lee's post, 2 to the right.
It's actually the thumbnail for Friday's show. I made it the thumbnail.
All right. So at the end of the day, we all know each other for quite a while. We all ran into each other on the streets years ago. But, we're all doing something different.
Different houses.
Yeah, 3 different shops, man. And we all found each other. So, Jimmy's a good guy. Craig's a great guy. We're like brothers. We went back many, many years ago together. And that's about it, man, So I'm looking forward to working with Jimmy Friday night again. Is that when the show is? Thursday or Friday?
Yeah, Friday night, 8:30, yes. And then, we're going to be, I told some people over the phone that call, we really don't want to announce things. But, because a lot of people can, and it's nobody in particular. I got great things coming. We got great things coming. You know what? Let's just prove it and let's just do it. And,
we bring what we say we're going to bring.
Surprise out there. It's hard to do in this because you got to put thumbnails up and we try to be respectful and we don't want to step on nobody's time. So I did that for a long time, being alone. And even in the beginning with you, Tone, I wouldn't drop a thumbnail because I want to try to respect people's time. So you just hope you get that as a two-way street. And because a lot of the community watches a lot of the same shows and stuff. So I believe just like the code in the street, there's a certain amount of respect involved. I'm sorry to equate it to that, but there should be some respect with this. And I want to give that, but it needs to be reciprocated in return. If we see, and that's just the way we feel. We respect your show. We support it. You don't have to support us, but just, it's great if you do. But stepping on time slots, let's try to respect each other. That's all, man. That's all. What do you think, Tom?
No, you try and do it the respectable way. You try not to, you try and be involved with certain people, but you try not to take any time away from anybody. So we do one. We're never going to do 2 in a day. I don't believe in 2 in a day. I believe you're cheating somebody out of a time slot. But at the same time, you do it, and eventually it's either going to help you and people are going to watch you more, or it's going to hurt you. Another thing we don't do, Jimmy is part of our team, okay? We're personal friends with Jimmy.
Absolutely.
We don't ride anybody's coattail to get there. You will never see us riding a coattail to get viewers.
I'm glad you said that. I think there's enough videos out, enough interviews we both have done on other shows where we're open books. Jimmy's an open book. Jimmy wouldn't be here speaking to us, and this isn't not glorifying nothing because I left the street long ago. But what's in you's in you, and you can't run from your past. But what I'll say is this: I'm not a historian of the mafia. I'm not a historian. I'm not somebody that studied, read the paper, wanted to know everybody's name and all of that. I knew what was in front of me, who I was introduced to, who I was around, who I was with, And that's all was on my mind. Okay. I'm raised into this as you. Okay. I'm not, I study football tape. You study boxing tape. That I could say I study, but I'm not a historian. So like some of these other guys, I don't, nothing away from them. Good for them. Great. You're a historian. You know everything about the mafia. That's great. You probably know more than me, but you didn't know more than the crew I was with. You understand? So what I'm saying is I don't have to look things up. I could care less about look. I never looked none of that shit up my whole life unless one of my friends got pinched and I had to read about it. I'm not a historian. I either heard about it as through family as a kid or was involved with it personally. I'll never, you know this, Tone, I will never speak on a situation unless I was directly involved with it or had direct knowledge of it. And I will back it 1,000,000%. Otherwise, it's not my story to tell.
I agree. I've been around some big people, and I'm not going to really talk about it because that's private. That's my personal time. You know,
I was
people say,
told
well,
about the historian thing, so I figured I'd just bring it up.
well, I'm going to say something. And Craig was not with me, but me and Craig were personal friends. Craig ran with one group. I was around another group. And I actually got some heat because of the men I was around. And Craig says he was a legend. Okay, maybe, you know, but he kept it where I was able to establish a life. I'm okay. I'm secure with all my stuff going forward, you know, and
as I am, whatever.
I was able to purchase some real estate. I was able to do things for what I learned, and I was able to start a business at a later age. It was super successful, and for my age and what I did, and I owe it all to that gentleman. But you know, we all had good times, we had a lot of bad times, you know. But we're gonna go forward and give you everything we know about what we know, and bring you not guys on a corner, guys that were out actually right in the mix. Craig.
Yeah, no, somebody that I know very well who was around the bees. I know what he wants me to do. But you know what, Dex, there's no need to do that because there's enough videos out that where's all the people saying Tony and me are full of shit. I've said where I was. Tony, it's known where he was.
Gonna have.
Jimmy wouldn't be here with us. You know that. I know that. You wouldn't be. I wouldn't be in the car with you today. You know, Dex, you understand. So there's nothing to prove to nobody. What I'm saying is I'm not a historian, meaning I don't go to Gangland or whatever, Jerry Kapiki, whatever. I don't go to his fucking column and care about what he has to say or anybody else for that matter.
Well, I'm going to tell you something else I don't have to do. I don't have to go ask people.
I don't want to. I don't need to.
But I don't have to go ask.
But if that's your thing, God bless. I don't care. Go ahead, T.
We don't have to go ask people in the neighborhood. I definitely don't have to ask people in the neighborhood because I still talk to these friends of mine, no matter if they're in jail, retired in Florida, where I am living most of the time, and I am up in New York, and it's freezing my fucking ass off today. But I talk to them directly. I don't need to call somebody on the phone on a live. I don't need to call somebody after the show on a live. I could tell you what I know getting here. But you're not going to get personal details, and you're not going to get people that are alive unless they want to be here. That'll never happen.
Amen to that.
I'm good.
Yeah, you know what? I guess, we'll leave it like that. I want to, you want to thank everybody? Dex said to me, easy, Tiger. He knows I'm getting amped up, but not really like that. I just wanted to, clear up that, not that anybody called me historian. Nobody did. I just
hold on a second.
No. I'm not a historian.
I gotta answer Bucky. Bucky, nah. Gatti Ward 9 was better than Castillo Corrales 10. Sorry. And that was a great round. I got that, believe it or not, as my second best round ever. And I got round 2, Hagler Hearns as my third best round.
Great
and
fight.
I don't have another Hagler Hearns until 7 and 8, but I got round 10, Bo Holyfield 1. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. No, that's it, man. I want to just thank everybody.
All right.
They watch it. Dex Dallas.
I want to thank everybody. You want me to go through it, give you a break?
Go ahead, Matty. Take it away.
All right. Let me give everybody a shout out in the chat. and just thank everybody for coming through. Matt, Davey T, El Toro, thank you. My partner, Tony Silo, Kelly, Cinnamon Girl, as always, the backbone to this operation. Maddie, Cinnamon Girl, Joetown, Kelly. We got so many on the bottom. I'm Ira Dex Dallas, Project DARPA, Baywatch, Bucky. I mean, it goes on. Joetown Jack. I mean, it goes on and on. I never want to forget anybody because that Moss was here earlier. Thank you, Moss, for coming in. I don't want to forget. And Nick M, thank you. Welcome aboard, Nick.
Nick M, I want to have Nick M as our guest one night. Nick M had a couple of professional fights.
Is
Real
that
good guy?
all right?
A lot
So
of
you
amateur
do what
fights,
you got to
and he
do.
won a Rocky. Hold on, he won a Rocky Marciano tournament, if I'm not mistaken.
That would be awesome.
Nick M's a great guy.
Tony, this is your somebody you know here. I want to talk podcast. I want to thank him.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine.
Baywatcher always. Joetown Jack. If I didn't shout you out, I think I did, but I just don't want to miss anybody. If I did, I'm sorry. Stone Sailor, Detroit Stiggy. Thank you, Detroit Stiggy, man. I hope to see you, brother. You're becoming a regular. Thank you.
Project DARPA. Project DARPA. Thank you very much for showing up. He's a great guy.
That's it. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys Friday night. Be well. God bless. Stay close. Keep your family close. And watch out for the creeps that roam the streets. Tone?
I just want to say goodnight. You guys are really great. Thank you for
I enjoyed it.
And I got to say, hold on. I got to say thank you to Kelly and a special thanks to Cinnamon Girl. Two ladies were here from the beginning, and she's still there right now at the end. Thank you so much, Kelly, and thank you so much, Cinnamon Girl.
Awesome.
I'm good.
Awesome people.
Mark, thank you so much for staying up. It's the middle of the night by Mark. Mark, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. We'll see you guys Friday night. Good night. God bless. Be safe. Everybody get home safe. We'll go to bed, whichever one it is. Love you guys.
Well, that's the
see you
good
soon.
thing about watching these fights. You can be in bed already.
So I'll call you in a minute.
Good
All
night,
right, guys. Good night, everybody.
Adios.
Matty Dog, good night, brother.